Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Ranger. In the last episode, we took on our... Well, we didn't really take on much of anything. We got our first capture, and then we had a ton of exposition and explaining stuff. But we'll be able to do more in this episode. We take on our rookie mission, and probably deal with more tutorials. We do have our first mission. I guess I can just recap over here. Mission! Capture Larry's Pokemon! Fled to the Lyra Forest! So on and so forth. Is that supposed to be a reference to Crystal? Because Heart Gold Soul Silver didn't exist, but Lyra. I wonder if that's a reference. Anyway, before we get started our mission, we'll just wander around the town a little bit. This is Ring Town. Pretty quaint little town. It's very Pallet Town-esque. Heck, they even have the 3 houses plus they have sort of the 3 houses plus lab / ranger base set up. So kind of interesting, I guess. We'll little Zigzagoon over here. It's a little Zigzagoony thing. It's so cute. It's like a Rattata, except adorable. Because Rattatas are kind of meh. Never been a big fan of Rattata. Zigzagoon at least has pickup. That makes it pretty useful. So Larry apparently is a bit of a pain in the ass according to his daughter, who apparently his Pokemon gets lost quite often, having to stress us Rangers out. Kind of annoying, man. Just a little bit. I kind of want to talk to this one specifically though, because it's kind of cool. This is a cool little reference to Pokemon trainers and how they sort of relate to Pokemon Rangers in this world. But we capture the Pokeballs instead. They're often in places like Kanto and Hoenn. Why they don't have Pokemon trainers over here? I don't know. They have a lot of Pokemon out here. Why wouldn't they have Pokemon trainers? Apparently, it's just people are weird. I guess it must be cultural differences. Clearly, over here is kind of something that's important, but I'm not going to be doing yet. You'll get like 1, maybe 2 chances to do this capture challenge throughout the game. And then you'll have access to it in the post-game, where basically the capture challenge is basically, it's essentially a place where you go to catch a lot of rare Pokemon that you don't have any other chance to get otherwise. It's kind of like a Savari zone, except for Pokemon Ranger sort of style. There'll be a couple of these in the game. I'm going to be doing all of them in the post-game. You're a Debbie Downer, aren't you, mister? Well, geez. But there's basically a... Hello, Solana. How's it going? But yeah, that'll be one of the things I'm doing post-game. Post-game's there's going to be quite a bit of a post-game, but it's going to be a lot of me filling in the holes in the browser, because there'll be a lot of Pokemon we can't get till the post-game, unfortunately, which is kind of silly, but what can you do? So, let's go ahead, get straight to our first mission. Don't fear failure! Don't fear anything but fear itself. Hello, Spencer! How's it going? You gonna give us our mission here? We got to capture the Pokemon, Larry's Pokemon, and shouldn't be too challenging. It's actually not that challenging. But yeah, Larry's gonna tell us what the Pokemon is. I kind of spoiled it last episode because it's sort of funny because Larry's like, it's powerful and classy, but I have a slinky, clunky. Look, it's a Pokemon. You're not helpful at all, Larry. You're rather useless. So, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. I did kind of spoil what Pokemon it was last time, but whatever. So Spencer's gonna join us because screw the rules. I'm a Ranger leader. Pretty cool guy. So we'll go ahead and obviously run a Pokemon to capture them. We looked at the browser last time, so cool. We don't need to see anything but the browser. I guess the one thing we can show is you can actually check the mission, just a recap. So don't be afraid of failure. Why are you trying to make me scared of failure, yo? Anyway, so what I'm going to do here, because I want to fill in the browser, I'm going to catch basically whenever I see a new Pokemon in this game. I'm going to go ahead and capture it. Starting with this Chikorita, because it's a cool guy. Just do circles. You can see if you circle it additional times, you can get additional experience, which is kind of useful. So, you can do that for the future. So, we can add Chikorita into the browser. You'll get this little thing where you can see the group, namely the type, which is important because Pokemon can assist you in battle. And, there'll be you'll sort of have, like, the usual sort of super effective, not very effective sort of type balancing that there is in the main series will sort of play a role in here. The Pokemon Assist is also the type of the Pokemon Assist you're doing. So it's a Grass type. It uses a Grass type Pokemon Assist. I might show off what the Grass type Assist does in a little bit, but my style looks shiny and new. That's because I'm a very shiny new Ranger. So there's also a Zigzagoon here. So let's go ahead and add this one to our browser as well. Awesome little Zigzagoon. This is a little fast. A little speedy little devil, aren't you? It's only giving us 9 experience. So as you can see, Pokemon are going to start getting a little harder to catch. They'll start moving a little faster, a little zigzaggy. It's fun to just watch it. Zigzagoon's like adorable. A little adorable raccoon thing. You can kind of see over here there's a Mudkip over here, but we can't actually access it quite yet. Can we get the Pokemon somewhere? I think in order to trigger it showing up, you actually have to take these two back to Larry and be like, yo, are these your Pokemon? They'll be like, no, it's not my Pokemon. Smooth and Craggy, you're not very helpful. So when you look around again, you'll actually notice a Taillow. And as I kind of spoiled last time, the Taillow is the Pokemon you actually want to catch. So let's go ahead and do that. It's a bit more speedy, but you can get it's not going to be very difficult. The early game, like I said, is really easy. It's essentially just drawing circles and make sure, so because it's so easy, draw those extra loops. Get the early experience now, so you'll be stronger later on. My recommendation, because it's not something I realized till like late game that you can actually do that, and I definitely felt like I was lacking a little bit in experience. So this is Larry's Taillow. We have passed and with flying colors, so let's go back here and complete our mission. Did not really take that long, but like I said, I'm taking this early game kind of slow, just sort of taking the time to explain everything and sort of introduce the world at a slow pace. Yeah, you were kind of a dick earlier, Larry. Don't be a dick, Larry. Be nice, Larry. So, apparently her mission was the same thing. Larry, the menace of Ringtown, apparently. So, we've done good. We completed our rookie mission. However, kind of a panic music going on here because stuff is going on. So, there's apparently trees that are now on fire. I love how our Pokemon are just sort of standing there looking all derpy, because during cutscenes they don't really do anything. It's kind of funny. So here we get to learn about the other element of Pokemon Ranger. Not only can you use Pokemon in battle, which I haven't gotten to show yet. I will show that in a little bit. But you also get to use target clears in order to affect the environment around you, which is going to be more important. There'll be often be things blocking our way that we're going to have to use certain Pokemon abilities to get. For example, this one, in order to get rid of this burning fire, we need to get a water ability. So we need to find a Pokemon that has a water ability in order to demonstrate this. So Spencer's over here. Screw the rules. He can capture really fast. He's going to get ourselves a Mudkip over here. And basically, what you do, your Pokemon will be out about you, be surrounding you. We've seen that before. They kind of follow you around. So you take your Pokemon that you've captured, you drag it over, you drag your stylus over to the target, and it will do its affected ability. So the tree needs the water. Mudkip is, in fact, a water type. It has the field move Water. As you can see, the other Pokemon we didn't catch didn't have a field move. Many Pokemon in this game won't actually have a field move. Mudkip happens to. We can use it on the tree, and just like that, only you can prevent forest fires. Stupid youngster Joey. I like how the little kid actually kind of reminds me of Ethan from Heart Gold Soul Silver, the character we used back then. He definitely looks like it. Definitely an inspired outfit, I would say. So let's head over here. Actually find a couple Mudkips up here. I kind of want to make them close together though before I come on. Get closer together, little Mudkips. Because I want to demonstrate some. Where'd the other one go? It's down here. Well, I want to try to get both together because you can kind of show something cool. Come on, get over here, Mr. Mudkip. Usually they're a lot closer together. These times they're just like all sorts of far apart. Come over here. Good, I got both of them. Okay. Because if you, I just want to show if you get two Pokemon near each other, they'll both show up like this, and you can then get actual bonus experience if you capture two Pokemon at the same time. So early game, another trick you can do to get some experience early on is to capture some Mudkips, or well, not capture some Mudkips, but just get some Pokemon together like this, and you can then use their abilities to do this. How close am I to leveling up, by the way? I'm kind of curious. I am 10 experience away. Let's just go ahead and, what the hell, we're going to go ahead and level up. Let's grab a Chikorita over here. Because I can actually use this opportunity to demonstrate another thing, which is Pokemon Assists. We're going to get an official tutorial in the next video for this, but while I'm here, you can use the button in the lower right to access your Pokemon and use them for a Poke Assist. As you can see, this one, water would be weak to grass, so you don't want to use water, but you can use this, and you'll be able to use your Pokemon battle to assist by drawing grass. You can see my things kind of causing grass now, which sort of slows them down when it touches them, which makes them a lot easier to catch. As you can see, you do have a time limit for your Poke Assist, but they're going to give an official tutorial on that later. I just figured, you know what? I want to level up anyway, so I'll go ahead and show that off, because, why not? If I'm this close to level up, I might as well grab it. So as you can see, when you level up, you get a little bit of extra health, usually 2 or 3 extra health, and your capture line will increase. So that's how that works. So while we're here, we'll go ahead and use this Mudkip. Only you, once again, can prevent forest fires using Mudkips. Most adorable little derpy starter Pokemon. Mudkips are pretty cool. Torchic is still my favorite 3rd gen starter, but Mudkip, he's a pretty cool guy. Not good. I won't deny it. I heard you like Mudkips. Oh, why did I say that? So, literally a trial by fire. Screw the rules, you're not funny. Or punny. Well, I guess that was kind of punny. Anyway, mission complete. Ranger pose. Kind of was a little late on that one, but Mr. Youngster guy, yeah, caught the thing on fire by harassing fire-type Pokemon. You're kind of bad at this, sir, but that's okay. He's learned his lesson. This game's all about heartwarming life lessons and sometimes very corny dialogue. Yay. Do we want to save? No, because I only have one file. I don't want to save over things until my videos are complete. That's the way we're going to do things. So, pretty impressive. We've passed our rookie mission. And, basically our new mission now is we're just going to sort of patrol around Ringtown, which will... Stuff will happen, though. This game does not really give you too many moments of downtime where you don't have a mission, so... However, for now, our job is to patrol the city. What do you have to say about this, Murph? It's, Murph, you're not very good at this, Murph. Just saying. Let's go ahead and patrol. So you go out here with Solana, and, what was that noise? That sounds rather familiar. Remember from last episode? This guy? You know, the only Pokemon we caught last episode? Minun's back! Because, you know, it's time for us to finally do something with this whole plot line. Larry, you and your freaking Taillow are always in trouble. So we're going to go ahead and save the Minun from this angry little Taillow. Look at that thing, is just like going at him. I don't know why a flying type would ever go after electric type. That seems like a bad day for the flying type, but this will give us a chance to actually demonstrate something because Minun's actually going to do something. We can't actually do anything quite yet. The Minun will actually go ahead and shock the Pokemon, which, as you can see, stuns it. It'll paralyze the Pokemon and allow us to get very much easier capture than before. I guess with that in mind, I could have just leveled up from this thing. Whatever. I was close enough to get a level I wanted to level up. I usually level up during that first mission, so I kind of wanted to go ahead and do that. So, we calmed down the Taillow. Apparently, the way this works is the capture style conveys the feelings of friendship to the Pokemon, which makes them happy and calm. Don't try to wrap your head around it. It's just kind of weird. So, Larry was once again spoiling his precious little Taillow, and Minun got jealous because it's lonely. It's a poor little lonely blue Pikachu. Little Pikachu ripoff. But that's like, this is always like a Pikachu ripoff. You got Pikachu, you have Meryl, which is kind of close enough, I think. You have the Plusle Minun of 3rd gen, you have Pachirisu, and then in 5th gen you have Emolga. So who knows what they're going to do for 6th gen. I'm looking forward to seeing that, I'm sure. So, yeah. Poor little Minun, so cute. His little my! Easter my! It's kind of what it reminded me of there for a second. Minun, I have to admit, it's pretty adorable, though. And, as you can kind of guess, they've connected emotionally! Oh, man. It's Asssists Discharge. We kind of saw that in battle. And as you can kind of put the pieces together, what's going to happen is, just like how Plusle is Solana's partner Pokemon, we're going to get Minun as our partner Pokemon. So, yay, we now have a partner for us. Are you really surprised? Pretty obvious, I think. But you'll get this cool little partner gauge. We'll get an explanation as to what that means, that little gauge under the health bar, in just a little bit. So, we're officially partners. We got a little guy. And what basically a partner's going to be able to do, we saw the reason I wanted to show off a Poke Assist earlier is your partner Pokemon is essentially a permanent Poke Assist that will be charged up over the course of time as you go. We'll kind of get a little explanation as to how to charge, how to get the whole charge gauge, or how to charge your partner gauge. There we go. That's what I'm trying to talk about. So let's just go ahead and walk around the town. Sort of, no! Mr. Old Man, you're a little troll, old man. Did appreciate it. I don't know if you have to talk to everyone else, if you actually do the patrolling or not, but, we'll just talk to some people and go ahead and... I was talking to the woman, not the refrigerator game. Well done. So, don't get drowsy. Get hypno! Haha. Pokepuns. But yeah, Minun will basically be a permanent Pokepower, and actually a very important Pokemon for this whole game. Because that Pokemon power, as you can see, it paralyzes everything on screen, basically. It will be a lifesaver in this game. Minun, Pokemon powers in general, some of them are kind of meh, like Grass, not really that good. But Pokemon powers, especially your partner Pokemon, is incredibly useful for catching Pokemon. I mean, it makes them stand still. That alone is a godsend for late game. So we will be using Minun a lot. Knowing how to use your Pokemon powers and which ones to use them on is definitely a major part of, you know, the whole experience of this game. Pokemon powers are going to be very important. Using type advantages to your advantage are going to be really important. Stuff like that. So, that's basically the purpose of Minun, is to have... you'll always have Minun available to do sort of a partner Pokemon help you out in times of crisis. So you'll always have Minun to rely on at least. And we'll get a little bit of a tutorial about Minun right now, actually. So, yep, this isn't really seem like there's any other Minuns around here, Spencer. Just saying, it's probably the same one. But yep, we have gotten a partner Pokemon. Spencer doesn't need explanations. Screw the rules. He's Spencer, basically. That's what I'm going with. So we got ourselves a cool little partner Pokemon here, and he's gonna just give the sort of explanation that I just gave, and then we'll get a little bit of a tutorial about partner Pokemon, because Plusle's the same kind, so we'll get a little tutorial on how it works. As you can see, the partner gauge is kind of full right now. It fills up pretty quickly, because the way you fill up basically is by drawing loops around your target, so basically doing what you have to do normally. So as you're capturing Pokemon, your gauge will go up, and you'll be able to use it for the more difficult sort of captures. So as you can see, the gauge goes up as you spin. One handy trick is you can always charge up your gauge by just drawing loops, and then let go, let the gauge reset, and then let the number reset, and then you can continue to draw even more loops in order to charge up your partner gauge really fast. So that's a trick we might be using at some point. Once it's fully charged, though, like you see, you can touch your partner Pokemon. We kind of saw a little bit of how this works earlier. Then you touch the Poké-Assist button, and it'll make Minun use this power. The nice thing is, unlike other Pokemon powers, well, this is going to be some like this as well, but there's kind of many different types of Pokemon powers. Some will automatically happen like Minun's does, where he just comes out and does a thing. No, we're not going to have another explanation. Gabora. Others will charge up the, will affect the capture line. Those ones, in general, I think are the worst ones. And there's sort of some that do different things with the stylus instead. So there's sort of 3 different types of Poké-Assists. We'll go more into the nitty-gritty of Pokemon Assists in the next episode for sure. But yeah, we have a new rival. Well, she's not really our rival. She's sort of our buddy. But it's pretty cool. Professor Hastings! He's a pretty important character. So yeah, he shows up here. We get a little bit of a meeting of very important person in the Ranger thing. He's sort of the head scientist. He's basically like the Professor Oak of this game. Kind of. Close enough. I mean, he has Professor in his name. So, we'll just go ahead. You can even call him Professor. There you go. So, basically, we're going to start getting a little bit into the plot here. Although I'm going to be ending the episode pretty soon. But, we're going to get a little bit into the plot. And, we'll definitely go more into the plot in the next episode. So, it's going to be about this Super Stellar, this top secret new capture stellar that they're working on. Going to play a major role in the plot of the game, as you can imagine. Although, we apparently are not at high enough credential to hear this information, so he's like, oh, can you go upstairs and check on my Pharaoh? No! I want to listen! Stop whispering. I want to know! I'm curious! You guys are jerks. What do you have to say? You're helpful, Murph. You're a cool guy, Murph. I guess. I don't know. So what you need to do to advance the plot is just head over here, talk to this guy who's going to kind of give us just a little bit of a thing where he's like, oh, the Pharaoh's kind of tired. It'll be fine, but you can't really carry two people at once. So someone's going to need to escort the professor back home. Gee, I wonder who that's going to be. Couldn't possibly be, us, right? No, never. So head over here. They'll be done with their secret little conversation, their little whispering and gossiping. And basically, we'll actually get assigned our next mission. So our next mission is to bring Professor Hastings back to Fall City. So we're heading back to Fall City now, and see that he returns safely. Our first official mission as a fully fledged Ranger. So we'll be tackling this mission, guys, in the next episode. So for now, this is LuckySevenDX signing out in the next episode. I didn't mean to walk out yet. We're gonna go save first. In the next episode, it's really heavy. Sure, Murph, tell me about your mission. Find the missing toenail clippers. Freaking Murph. You're a silly guy. But yeah, gonna save here. In the next episode, guys, we are going to go ahead with Professor Hastings and escort him to Fall City, taking on our first official Ranger mission. What's gonna happen? We'll find out then. Like I said, see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.